There was once an otter spirit traveling, rather aimlessly, across the lands. Usually his journeys were rather quiet and uneventful, but not this time. He heard strange, ominous noises echoing through the ruins of an old, forgotten temple. Intrigued and slightly nervous, he floated towards the source of the sound, slipping quietly through a crack in the walls and into the dimly lit chamber. Inside, he saw a group of adventurers confronting a hooded man, an explorer at first glance. The adventurers seemed ready to attack, raising their weapons, but before they could strike, their bodies froze mid-motion. A dull, cracking sound echoed as their skin hardened into rough, gray stone. Those humans knew what I am, and yet they couldn't keep their eyes off of me. The hooded man began to chuckle, making the otter spirit gasp while trying to hide behind a box. The man, noticing the faint shimmer of the otter spirit, smirked and spoke, his voice deep and slightly distorted, but not unkind. You know, hiding behind that box doesn't make you invisible. I can see you just fine, little one. The otter peeked out cautiously, his glowing eyes wide with curiosity and fear. The man knelt down, keeping his distance, and added a now slightly higher and softer voice. Relax, I'm not going to hurt you. As long as you're not attacking me first, that is. The man chuckled. Encouraged by the man's calm demeanor, the otter stepped forward hesitantly. The man took off his hood, revealing many white snakes where you'd expect human hair, and a skin that seemed almost otherworldly. He tilted his head, studying the little creature for a moment. You are just like me, aren't you? The man hesitated for a second. People never stick around long enough to see who you actually are, but they behave hostile from the very beginning, thinking they know what we are just by our first glance at a fairy tale. The otter seemed to brighten at this, floating a little closer. The man reached out a hand, not to touch, but to offer his companionship. Well, what do you say? Want to be stuck with me? If you like field trips and a quieter life, we would make a great team. With a happy chirp, the ghost otter circled around him and floated just above the Gorgon's shoulder, ready to begin a new journey. I'll call you Pico. Yeah, that suits you.
Well, hi. It's so weird not hearing anything other than myself. Let me wait. There I am. Hi. Like, Rico, come here, little boy. Don't call me daddy just yet. Please. Your boyfriend's here. Like, get yourself together. Yeah? Hope that little short, cute little book was just to your liking. Father's fine. Father's fine. I can live with that, but discuss with my fiance. Are you allowed to address me? And yes, as you can see, the book theme will pretty much stay for the whole duration. I did like it, and we love the man boob as well. Exactly. Wear broom. We don't need a broom. Not here. Jesus. I'm not functioning properly. But should be good enough. Let me just slide you over so I can actually see chat properly. I already saw way too many of the new emotes. Especially the cheer. But we'll get to that. Sigmald, thank you very much, Matt. Thank you for being here. Please watch the WOD. It took me quite a lot of time. But yes. Would at least get an Easter egg. No, no, no. Not today. Not today. Today, it's all about me because I am the most important part of this channel. So there's no reason for Easter eggs. Not for you. Well, let's get through that, shall we? Okay. We have here are the pages of the beginning, which is pretty much a short presentation written by this guy over here, which had to be completely redesigned because of the required assets did not arrive, and I have been putting together what is possible since yesterday evening. Please end me. It's a very good title, I think. Didn't take ages to do or anything. I'm not nervous at all. Who would be? My goodness. Anyway, pages of introduction, because you're here to know me, or to get to know me after all. You can see my beautiful tags at the bottom screen at the whole time, which would be the tag Shiokishi, or for any fan art whatsoever, which is definitely not part of this presentation at all. Artrified, because you get the idea. I don't need to explain it, do I? Anyway, name's Shio. Probably heard of it once or twice in your life. I'm 26. My birthday is January 19th, which actually is today. I'm 27, I mean, of course. Right, 27 as of like 12 hours, I think. Merry Crisis. Thank you very much. Thank you kindly. Complete coincidence that the debut happens on this day, right? Not at all planned. For a second time. Thank you kindly, people. I am 185 centimeters tall, or if you need special treatment and have very, very special needs, 6 feet 1. I'm also Gorgon, which might explain all the snakes on my head. Because my hair is indeed pretty much alive and white. Thank you all for all the blessings and everything. Blessings for every day. Oh, damn. 10 times the same song. Jesus. Languages I speak. English. To a certain degree, at least. I'm trying my best, okay? We're trying our best to get through all of this. Oh, by the way, I hope the background music is not too loud or too quiet. Should work just fine. I tested it 5 times, I think. But you shall always ask. I can also speak in my native language. Aber das versteht hier nur die Hälfte. Wobei vielleicht ein bisschen mehr als aktuell mehr als die Hälfte. You're doing great, sweetie. Thank you. But we're not a German channel. Even though sometimes it certainly drifts into that direction. Which is not always a bad thing. I still want to learn more languages though. Like Japanese and Spanish. We see the cut. I know sometimes you see the cut if the model decides to bounce a little too high, but don't worry, we'll get to that. We will get to this. I studied Japanese for quite a while actually, like 1.5 years. But this has been like, what, 8 years ago? So I'm not exactly fluent anymore. Especially my reading comprehension is complete ass. Which is why... Honestly, I think we can really quickly fix this. Wait. Let's just... do like that. Fine. I'm now at the corner. At least a little bit of scuff had to happen, right? There's no stream without scuffs. Oh yes, I still want to relearn Japanese because it's just an awesome language, and let's be honest, I'm a Vtuber. Now, at least, I am. So, surprise! I like Japanese culture. Who would have thought? Embrace the scuff. We always embrace the scuff in this household because it's great! I also like Spanish because it gets you quite far in the world. You can travel to so many places. The language is beautiful. And honestly, I just love many Spanish cultures that I've seen. Mexico is pretty cool. Spain in general is pretty cool. Even Portuguese, which is not quite Spanish, but you get very far with Spanish, is still somewhat open to you. I know the other way around it's easier to understand. Like Portuguese people understand Spanish way better than the other way around. But still, it works just fine. I also have Oshimark. The white snake, sadly there's no white snake itself. But in case you want to show that you love me, there you go. It's also one of those who are actually not taken, and I love it. But that's enough about the pages of introduction. Let me give you the pages of personality. Or just my likes and dislikes. Very simple. At first I thought I'd do dislikes first, or do one and then the other. But let's just go through the stuff I actually like. How would you introduce me to your money? You could introduce me to your money. That would be fine. It's my special day after all. Where's my present? I know my present is already here. Like, look at me. I'm so fucking hot, man. I love it. I like Avatar. And with Avatar, I mean The Last Airbender. But also the James Cameron movie. That's kind of fine as well. Avatar, The Last Airbender, Legend of Korra is also fine, I guess. Most of it. Some of it, depending. Not the kaiju battle. Definitely not the kaiju battle. But yes, Last Airbender is based as hell. I like horror games, actually. For the longest time of my life, I could not watch or play anything related to horror. And now I'm pretty I'm a person that actually likes horror games. I'm not sure what happened. I know what happened. My fiance happened. So, yeah. Watching horror games is fire. I love it. It really, really gets the thrill out of me. And I feel emotions that I really rarely feel. Namely fear. Atlas, thank you for the follow, by the way. Very sweet of you. In case I missed something, I'm sorry, alright? Every alert is deactivated. Well, I'll try to catch what I can. If not, it's fine, it's about me anyway. The sound of violence. And also making someone smile, actually. But the sound of violence is the thing I really love. If there's one instrument I could pick out of all of them, a violin would probably be my choice. Maybe a piano would also be quite close. Foreshadowing one of the animes, maybe? I don't know. I also love... Damn, why did I hear that? I deactivated all of it. Apparently not. But hey, you know what? Scuff. People expressing their passion. It's like the best thing ever. If you see someone being very passionate about something, that level of euphoria is such an addictive feeling. I love listening to people who just love something. In general, I mean, you all know that feeling. If someone's really passionate about something, let it be chess or arcane. I don't know. Everything. It's just such a bliss to listen to those people describing what they love. And I could sit there for hours and hours and just listen to words, even if I have no clue whatsoever. Which is pretty cool. I'm also one of those guys, actually, who speak about their passion quite a lot. Maybe too much at times, but you know, I can see myself there. I've played the violin for 14 years. It's actually quite nice. Musicians I like specifically, I'm glad you asked. Maybe we come to that later. Also what I like is quoting absolutely random movies, which I already did twice on this page alone. Maybe you catched it, maybe you didn't. I won't explain. But people who know me personally will definitely tell you that this is very, very true. I will not explain The Godfather, we're not here for that one. Also, I'm probably not the best person to do that. Well, let's go to dislikes, because that's what we're all here for, aren't we? Heights. I am so afraid of heights. It hurts. It really hurts. I remember one time, it's not even that long ago, like a year. My fiance and I went to an exhibition, and there was like a viewing tower or a viewing platform, so to speak. And on the way back, for your info, the lift didn't go all the way up. You had to go through a small staircase at the end, like at the highest point. On the way back, I just noticed how high up we actually are, because all the floor was steel grating stairs. So I clung to that inside wall like my life depended on it until we reached that lift. And I definitely will never ever go up there again. Not one time. The exhibition was great. But holy shit, that was like the scariest thing I've witnessed in the last 5 years. Maybe I will go up there actually, but it will definitely be very, very hard to do. But I'll try my best, okay? I also just like horror games, by the way. Which I know is a bit contradicting, but the moment I realized if you want to stream horror games, you actually have to play them yourself and not just watch people do it. That was mind-blowing. Like, damn, I actually have to experience it instead of watching it. And I'm easily scared, like really easily scared. I don't usually make that much noise when I'm scared. I just shiver quite a lot or jump out of pure fear. I wanted to go somewhere else with that sentence, but I forgot. But yeah. I kind of enjoyed. Like the Cabin Factory, for example. That was great. Tension was lovely. I definitely want to play more of them. Even though I know I would hate a lot of those. Amenti is one of them because it's inside a pyramid and god, it looks so scary, but I just really want to go through those beautiful pyramids. Which is why it will all be worth it. What's not worth it though is asparagus. Asparagus? Asparagus, probably, right? I hate it with a passion. Like, usually, if there's food that I dislike, I can still chew it, I can still eat it, and, you know, we all know spitters are quitters, right? So I swallow. But asparagus is... no. I quit. I become a quitter when it's about asparagus. Jesus, that damn word. I'm glad I don't even need to know it because it's just disgusting. Like, disgusting. Really, like, maybe one. One's fine. But after that, I'm done. I'm just done. Exactly, that's a way better option. By a landslide. It's not even close. Really, not a little bit close. But now let's come to the very, very most important topic. I really, really dislike the fact that I do not own every Smash Bros. Amiibo as of now. Which is very specific. But I only own like 10 of them. And I'm always mad that I'm not buying more. But hey. Life is tough and expensive. Pages of interest. As you can see, we have some beautiful things. Hobbies in general. Board games. I'm a board game nerd. I do play D&D from time to time, although every session that I try to make longer than like, I don't know, 3 hours fell apart for whatever reason. Maybe I'm the problem, I hope not. But I still do enjoy it quite a lot. I have way too many board games for my entire room pretty much. Yeah, I have a stack of board games next to my desk because I have no more room for them. General pen and paper struggle, for real. But I'm still buying more. That's the problem. Like, I saw this pile of games here, and I still bought another one. Two, actually. Actually, two. Like, the game Golf Romantic, Sakura, the board game. It's great. It's really great. But I have no space. That problem is not with gaming and gambling. I love gaming. What a surprise, right? Like, damn, the DVD Twitch streamer likes gaming. Actually, if you're only playing DVD, you might as well hate gaming, if you're honest. But yeah, gambling mentioned. Yeah, I do love gacha games. That's mostly the reason why it's here. I also like hitting the gym. Please don't ask me how regularly I go. I swear I'm there often. Or at least I'm trying to be, okay? It's really one thing I want to do consistently. For me, for my health, and my ego. If we're totally honest. Gamble for an even. Gaming hates... Okay, that's fair, actually. Gaming hates you is pretty fitting in that sense. Now, a hobby of mine is also starting a new hobby and dropping it 2 months later. Like, I'm a pro at having a passion and just dropping it. There's so many things I started. I started with pixel art and I actually was quite decent at it. Like, it's not... I'm not that bad at drawing pixel art, but still I was like, eh. It's a lot of work. Yeah, surprise, drawing is work. And pretty much that goes for everyone else, or everything else that I started. But I still do it anyway, because sometimes there is this one passion that actually sticks to me. Like going to the gym, for example. That would be one. Nixie, thank you for following. You're a sweetheart. Now, animes. We all love animes, right? I mean, we are here for a reason. Let me just give you a glimpse of my all-time favorites. And I did have quite a lot of problems picking them. But we're gonna start with The Promised Neverland, Season 1, and only Season 1. And Vivi Fluoride Ice Song. Season 1 of The Promised Neverland is great. And The Promised Neverland is like my favorite manga of all time. Which is why the anime is only Season 1. You can relate if you see it. And you? Is it the gacha game for husbandos? Was it that one? Asking for a friend. And Vivi Fluoride Ice Song. If you do not know it, please watch it. Try to watch it without any spoilers, and then it's really fucking great. It looks beautiful, and in the first 15 minutes, you learn more about the anime than you think. Like, immediately kicks in what type of anime you're watching. We also love Mob Psycho 100, easily one of the funniest shows I've ever seen. Such a pretty voice. Thank you very much, Nixie. I appreciate that quite a lot. The one thing I cannot do anything about, but hey, it's a selling point, right? Mob Psycho 100 was so based. I loved everything about it. It was so good. I think the very last shot of Mob Psycho 100 is just... It sums up the journey so much. Like, that very last frame is such a big reward for the whole journey of those 3 seasons. And Your Lie in April is one anime that totally broke me. Like, maybe that small hint with the violin and the piano already gave it away. In case you didn't watch Your Lie in April, and you don't know how it ends, you should definitely watch it. It will absolutely hit you right in the feels. Like, that's a romance I never experienced again. Or the weight of the romance is something I never experienced again. Like, there were many other really great ones. Horimiya is one example, which is just... greatness. Now let's start with the ones you probably didn't expect. Elfenlied. Elfenlied sounds totally dumb. Elfenlied was the first anime I watched on purpose. Like, not just because it was on TV, not just because I stumbled upon it. I actually looked it up and thought, yeah, that looks cool. I want to watch that. My father didn't allow me to watch it because I was like 10 years old. And 10 minutes in, I knew why. Plus, it has a really, really disturbing scene. Like, a really, really disturbing scene. Eternally scarred by Elfenlied, for sure. Given one, you know, the one. Like, there are multiple, of course, but there's one that's really tough. Hi, Fresh. What's up? Good to see you. Given is, for example, or Given is a good example of how gay romance can be just so much more than just that. Like, no basic... Okay, there are many basic tropes, actually. But the way they handle them is so great. Like, they just given me well-written characters in a good story, and they're also gay. It's not like just cliche after cliche after cliche. It's so great. Jesus. That's an anime I watched multiple times, actually. Because it was way better than I imagined. Looking more handsome than ever. I know. Thank you. Thank you very much. 86. In case you did not see 86, I'm still reading it, so please don't spoil me if you know the novel. But 86 is great. It's really great. It had one of them... These... I think not necessarily disturbing scenes, but a scene that really shocked me to my core and that I just did not see coming in like the middle of season 1 and the ending of season 2. Holy fuck. Everything was very emotional and heavy. It also has mechs, which I do not like necessarily, but in all honesty, it's quite great. I really love it. So I highly recommend you to watch it. Now, music. Here's two bands that I really like. Set It Off and I Prevail. I saw both of them live at the same time, or the same concert actually. And it's probably one of the best concerts I've ever been to. Not because of my fiance being with me, that was also a big factor, of course. But, I could just listen to them the whole day, and honestly, I often do. Ado is also pretty nice. Like, that was also a concert that just blew my mind. You gotta imagine, you love Ado's songs, and then you hear them live, and she gives them so many twists and new depth that it's just... really, if you have never seen those three, please do it. If that's your general music. Like, especially Ado is live is something I can highly recommend if you've like one of her songs. It's expensive, sure, but it's absolutely worth it. That waiting line experience is something different. We do not talk about that. It was all worth it. But to give you more general genre of what music I like rap music and OSTs. Like, could be orchestral, could just be retro themed. Gaming OSTs are just phenomenal. And sometimes I just listen to them in the background, do stuff, and it's... Chris Laff is not necessarily one of them. But yes, German rap, American rap. Also, like, a lot of Asian one, actually. But it really depends, like, which phase I'm in, so to speak. Like, at one point you listen more to that genre, then you listen more to the other one, and so on and so forth. You probably know that feeling yourself. A folk is also one I like a lot, by the way. It's just something I can really easily relax to. drinking. Now games. You did not expect Pokemon to be the first one, did you? For games, I really like every Pokemon game, probably. I especially love Mystery Dungeon and the mainline. Absolute peak in gaming. Like, there's nothing comparing to it. Even with the last entries being a little weaker, in general. Not on all parts, actually, but, you know, performance especially. I still enjoyed all of them. Especially Arceus, or Legends Arceus, was a really, really fun experience. Which I can always... I should actually replay it now that I think about it. Maybe I can do that on stream. Why not? At least I'm thinking about playing more games on Variety Day than just, you know, horror games. But we'll see. We'll see about that one. Dead by Daylight, I know, the one no one expected at all, because that's not what, like, my whole channel was about for 4 months. And we will still play a lot of Dead by Daylight, because I still like that game. But I definitely noticed that playing it less is quite helpful. Like, I'm just so much more laid back when playing DVD. Because I know I'm a filthy casual, so I kind of stopped caring. Or not stopped caring, that's a lie. But yeah, my spark for DVD rekindled a little bit. Now we already talked about gambling at the Hobbies, now we mention it, Genshin Impact and also Zenless Zone Zero at the moment. Because the combat system is just really great. The story is kind of whatever. Most of the time. But it's actually quite good. And Genshin Impact is something I, at the moment, only do like daily stuff. And not even that on every day. But it's still a game where I would consider it like one of my favorite games. Like all the time I wasted, well not wasted, but spent in Tevat. Really beautiful world, wonderful stories to tell. I should probably actually really play it more. Again. Because I can't really think about a really bad time with Genshin Impact. And also in general indies. Like Hollow Knight, Terraria are my favorite too, I guess. Celeste would also be quite high up. And indie horror, because I did not want to specify it even more. Bad time is getting your 69th Mona. I mean, my Mona is only like C11 or something. But yes, that's probably like the one. Hollow Knight, let's go. Oh, you Atlas, you will love what you will see in a few minutes. But before we do that, let's go to the pages of the future, which are not hidden because I wanted you to immediately see what we're talking about. Now, on the left side, as you can see, it's not a bingo chart, I swear. I did not steal this idea from Rin Penrose. We have 9, because I just wanted to start small, alright? Like, sure, Life 2D, Mull, one day, yes, but that's like 3-4 years in the future, not something I will do in the next time. Rin Penrose mentioned? Yes, oh, beautiful prince. Please collab with me one day. I know one person that would be very happy about this. And that's not me. That's also me. Okay, there's 2 people. 100 uploads this year. With 100 uploads, I mean streams or shorts. Yeah, full stop actually. That's it. Like, if I collectively count my shorts and streams, I want to have like a total of 100 this year. Starting with this one being number 1. Making more friends is probably quite self-explanatory. Collabs for quiz shows, because as you can see in the future I want to do quiz shows. I do want to be hosting a host. Sorry, I do want to be a host for quiz shows like Jeopardy or whatever. And just invite other communities, do some fancy or not so fancy, maybe gaming related shows, maybe movie related, whatever my guests want to do. Adopt more pets. You will see about that one in the future, like in 10 minutes. A Banger Twitch-versary, which is on October 3rd, I believe. I think it's October 3rd, but I have to check again. Maybe it was in August already. But anyway, the first year after my absence for like 6 years or whatever. And I want to make like a big stream out of it. Maybe charity, if we're enough people for that. Otherwise, we'll see. Something cool, something big. I just want to look back at it and think like, yeah, that one was, that was like the best stream I did the whole year. And if I can do that, yeah, that's fine. Very patriotic. Oh, right. No, I see why. Yeah, it's probably not October 3rd, but somewhere around there. New equipment. I had to keep it short. Streamathon, why not? To keep it short, I pretty much need to replace most of it. Like my screens, keyboard, mouse, my microphone arm stand. I don't know. That one should probably be replaced first. But yeah, I definitely need to change up my equipment quite a lot. I do. That will be the only type of promotion towards it. If you look at my card, you will see a link to Throne with the things I have in mind. But those are just placeholder for the actual stuff. Like the first things I thought about when I imagined that. But yes, I generally want to improve my setup so I can actually stream properly. And don't need to care about stuff maybe breaking like my microphone did in December. But as you can already hear, or maybe have heard before already, I replaced it like last month as well. More overlays, because it fits into the topic. There should have been an overlay for today, which unfortunately did not quite make it. But she told me before it was still sad. So usually everything should look a little nicer, but we had that at the beginning, right? 500 followers on Twitch would be really great. We are at 130, I think, if my counter is correct. So 500 is quite high, but maybe we do have luck. Maybe I can push that far. Maybe it works out. And of course, new outfits, because everyone loves new outfits. It works also with more pets. And the future. Now, what will we do to achieve those goals? Of course, we have the gaming days, right? Monday, maybe Tuesday. We will actually see, because I'm not entirely sure how to manage it with going to the gym more regularly. Superplan, hi. How are you? Hope you're good. And therefore, we do want to keep the DVD day. Like, Dead by Daylight at one day is probably still happening quite a lot. Especially when a new event is out. We will definitely play more DVD. Like, that's a given. Horror games. Like, surprise. I have still, I don't know, 10 horror games on my list that I want to play. And spoiler, one of them will be played this, or next, more to speak. This week, if you're starting to count today, and you know, you will see. We will finally find true love. Maybe. Eventually. we hopefully find true love. Any games, as in if Silksong ever releases, by God, please be real. I will definitely, most likely, absolutely take a week off and stream it the whole time. I hope, by the way, that my fiance knows that she is my one true love, but the e-girl that I want to find, without spoiling the game itself, if it's not crystal clear already, will probably have a problem with you. Just like Monica back in Doki Doki. Simulations. I hope simulator games, like as goofy as they can be, will be fun. Look out. See, she's not mad, guys. She's fine. I'm fine. I will hopefully still be alive tomorrow. If not, I kinda deserved it. I won't lie. And thank you, Surplan, by the way. I hope I thanked you before already. But I just read your message. And you know, Minecraft and or Terraria. I do want to play Terraria again. But I'm also honestly quite open if someone else wants to do collabs in Minecraft because I have not played those games for years. Properly played them. And I really want to do that again because they are just a lot of fun. And World of Warcraft, I'm so weak. Like seeing people play World of Warcraft Classic or Hardcore or anything, I really kind of do want to play it again. I quit it like, what was it? 7 years ago was the last time I really played the game. But it maybe I'm looking into it again, like for a month, maybe 2. And it could be fun. But I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. For example, Sophie, that would be a cool thing to do. Like, I know someone else, Six is his name, or Victor, depending on how you know him. He's also doing that at the moment. And he invited me over to actually join, which I thought, hey, maybe. But we'll sort things out. He's getting addicted again. Not yet. It's just like, you can already taste it. You can't actually taste it, but that taste is already on your tongue. You know how it would taste if it would be there right now. But then, if we're not doing gaming days, we're gonna do just chatting and community games, which are Jackbox, mostly. Because Jackbox is funny. I do want to play that more anyway. So, and if we eventually grow as a community, not by much, please not too much, in all honesty, we can definitely play some of them. And I already do own them. At least, I think, Jackbox 3 and 4? I think it's 3 and 4? I'll see. But yes, also collab streams, which will be next week, by the way. With beautiful collab games as well. Like, that one will be great. And one of those games is definitely not made for enraging you. Like, not at all. I'm so looking forward to that. That will be fun. I'm talking about the platformer game. Or like, actually both of them. Both of the ideas that we had. Spoiler, my color partner is my fiance. We had 2 games in mind, so we shall see how much or how far we will get. But you'll see very soon. And as mentioned again, quiz shows. I just want to do like a Friday night Jeopardy quiz show. 2 hours, guests, fun, easy as that. Quite simple. Now before we go to the pages of emotes, let me actually just grab myself and be the center of attention for a little bit, right? Hi. So, that is me. Actually, I'm fine with jumping so you can actually see all the details, because now it actually is important. So yeah, I'm fine with you seeing me jumping, or the cut of it. But of course I have more than neutral faces. For example, if the day is just really tough. Or you know, I got just tunneled out again just because there's TTV in my name. You can be quite a little depressed. But then you actually loop the kill for like 5 gens and it's the best thing you did the whole life. You finally made it out of that fucking pyramid that you were trapped in for 4 hours and it was... Now you... Look at me, man. We can also get quite annoyed. Which is probably the most realistic thing you get in DVD. Sorry, if we're honest. But no, seriousness. Sometimes this game just fucking sucks. And if we honestly go into the state of pure anger, which will not happen that often, maybe, hopefully, everything is done. I am also experimenting with like a pitch option. So for example, we could do it like this, or just speak with a way more distorted way to actually show that we have been transformed. Tattoos are glowing, snakes are going frenzying, whatever. You get the idea. That makes it fairly easy. When too many pigments happen. True. Kinda true. Kinda true. But you know, we have some more stuff to show. Because if Atlas is still here, I have pets. Look at the cute little guy. Isn't he adorable? Like, if he is not the best thing that will happen your afternoon, I don't know what is. I just love everything about him. Ah. He is still here. See? I knew you would love him. I want all of them too. Maybe you can at one day. We also have Vice. Vice, as you can see, Vice is not exactly happy with being here. She's kind of pissed about it. But hey. She's from Valorant, in case you do not know her. But she's probably one of my favorite characters design-wise and ability-wise. Ability-wise, I just noticed. God damn it. But I also have this little one. Maybe you recognize this one. Just a silly little goofball enjoying his time while we're traveling together. I thought you should always honor your past, which pretty much, I thought this is the best way to do it. Because I still love the design. It's so simple, but very charming. So this just works. I also like my little serpent guy. He's a little silly goofball that always tries to eat all my sheets. Why would you do that? But I love it anyway. I also love it because it's just very vibrant and really good opposite, I'd say, to my color palette, so to speak. Which is a more cold, or which is colder in general. So the warm colors of the serpent really pop. And I love it. It's a cute little snake with 4 wings. And now, the best thing is, I cannot only be like very hot and handsome, you know, I could also be kind of cute. Like, look at me. I'm cute as hell. Am I not like, no, I love it, really. Usually this was just made for guests or, you know, collab partners to give it to them so they have my PNG there. But yeah, it turned out so great that I will absolutely use it in the stream as well. It's probably a channel point redeem to just make me cute, if you wish so. But yeah, I did not expect to love it that much as well. I, of course, pinching those cheeks. Nuh-uh. You definitely won't. Please get yourself together. Pull yourself together. Whatever. Alright. Well, yes, that's all I can show you for now, regarding the model at least. There will be more, not necessarily next month, but soon. Rather soon. Again, I want to adopt more pets. Actually, let's keep him around, because why not? He's a cutie. So we can actually just go back to our corner, exist there in peace. Actually, we can go a little bit bigger. There we go. Now, pages of emotes. Because there have been some lovely emotes made for me. You already spotted some of them. We have Go Next, which is kind of self-explanatory, I guess. This is just really me when I'm being slugged for the, like, 8,000th time. I wonder who did them. We have the loading process. If I'm just really that dumb, because that happens way more often than I'd love to admit. We have stonks. Because sometimes I'm actually not an idiot and do perform quite well in whatever I'm doing. There's also threatening someone. Just because it looks fucking great. I mean, come on, I look beautiful. We have the Wheeze. That's an animated one as well. Is the by the way, is the lookout emote? Is it from Buckshot Roulette actually? You can't even. But yes, the Whis one is actually also animated just because it's way funnier that way. And it had to be Adam just because Adam is really fitting for that. And then we have the cheer, which you definitely found as well. I really loved seeing so many cheers at the beginning. I kindly appreciate it. And there's also more, but not yet. Yeah, it's from a Fastmo streamer, I know, but lookout sounds like, I think it's the prompt from Buckshot Roulette actually. But I'm not too sure. Anyway, emotes to come in 2 weeks, I think. I can already show you like a little teaser, not the emotes themselves, of course. But we have a little dum-dum. We have the Uno reverse. We have This Is Fine, which will also be animated. We will have Absolute Desperate, or being absolutely desperate. Damn. Honestly, Hero, this one's for you. Why? Just why? Sophie such a queen for real. Like, that we can definitely agree on. I'm still so nervous. Like, finding the right words is such a difficulty, even though I'm pretty much done. Because I've shown everything I wanted to show. Maybe you do know a little bit more about me. But I'm not quite done yet. Of course, I still wanted to talk to you just a little bit in case you have questions. You want to know more? I'm ready. But before we do that, let me show you something more. Really quick. There we go. Honestly, I really expected this to be way more difficult to edit this. It didn't turn out perfectly. Last frame, though we don't speak about the last frame. I tried so hard to get this out of the video and just did not work. Ugh. Oh, you mean from the length? But I will definitely upload everything again, like the VOD, and separate it on YouTube so you can just rewatch it again and again. Or, you know, pause the screen or whatever. But we can actually just go through this really quickly again. Wait a bit. There you go. There it is. All the cute people that just supported me one way or another with my journey, of course. Up here you see my lovely fiance, pretty much the biggest support I have in life, supporting my passion and helping me out whenever I'm stressed or whatever it is. Like, I can always count on her. And she's definitely the best thing that ever happened to me. We have the broom. We have the lovely broom. If I have ever had a problem, no matter how dumb it was, I could actually count on this guy. He's sometimes a real idiot, for sure. But I can still not... I would not live without him. He's great. Only TT. She's not here, unfortunately. But she has been the one that pretty much pushed my channel at the beginning so we could actually start. The T and TT is for technical difficulties. So you mean the TT is for technical difficulties? That is nice. That is actually a good one. We have Madness, who has been here at the beginning, who also pushed me quite a lot. Hydra being here pretty much every time because he's just absolutely based. I know many of you are, but since I did not mention Hydra before, I thought I'd at least mention him here. And Sora, she's also very lovely. And as you can see, her model is very cute. If you, for whatever reason, have a really fucked up sleeping schedule, she might be entertaining enough for you. All three of my art styles in one stream is a wild feeling. Yeah, good job, mate. Then we have those two cuties. It was pretty much my question, like, okay, I want to debut. How the fuck do I do that? And when I told them, yeah, in like 3 weeks, why? I don't think they actually thought I would mean it. But hey, we did it anyway. Thank you very much, guys. It was a pleasure working with you. You did absolutely well. Okay, now let's just go back. Himiko really tried her best. Like, it's insane. She pushed so hard to make it, to finish them. No fucking way she actually finished them right now. Okay. But damn. Not yet, train game. Wrong time. I will thank you. I will read it later. Okay, let me quickly grab the images and present them to you. We can do this. Oh my goodness. Uh okay. That I did not expect that. But hey, I can show you the overlays. Nice. Because the music, which you cannot hear right now, would make way more sense if you could actually hear it. Alright, let me check. Hydra, thank you for the gifted sub, by the way. That was really sweet of you. Proving that you're not just the only sugar daddy once again. Okay. So those are not final versions, right? But we will get to them. Now, Kindred Spirit VA was the lovely voice you heard in the lore video. Self-explanatory, right? He's really great. He's actually quite funny, and he has very based takes. If you want to watch him, please do so. I don't know who that is actually. Why is he here? No, he's very lovely. That heart at the very end is there for a reason. Incredibly based, like asking him a week before the debut, yo, my artist just basically tried to scam me. Can you help me? And he just did. And he just did. He delivered so hard. Like that goofy little goober there in the corner, absolutely based. Or at least in my corner. And then we have, of course, my blessed mother. Do I need to emphasize how wonderful her design is? Like it's absolutely great. You also the otter. The otter was very cute. 4 days of time done in 3. I think it was 6 days of time because I told you like yeah I can start later. That's no problem. But in the end, it doesn't really matter. Yes. Please check them all out. I will definitely post all the links below in the Discord probably, and I will just put them in the panels as well. I couldn't make it with updating the panels just yet. I'm sorry. I really tried. But yeah, actually, since it's my birthday, I had way more to do than I expected today. Who would have thought that my family would actually love to spend my birthday with me, right? Totally weird. Okay, let me quickly add the pictures before I switch over again. Where is it? There it is. Imagine having a somewhat normal functioning family couldn't be me. I mean, most of the time it does. But yes, today was a good example for that. Okay. Workout. There we go. There's the crane for the gift sub. Thank you very much for that. Actually, let's quickly check if you got something good. Nope. Getting scammed yet again. But here you can see the beautiful just chatting screen. It's like, or to keep it short, it's my apartment. It's very cozy. Pretty much everything I need. There's just one or two things I will change about this. But other than that, I'm really happy with it. It's alright. It is great. What do you mean? And we also have the in-game screen. Which, of course, now the texts are a little bit fucked up. But you get the idea, you know. Just to have it a little bit bigger. Which will probably replace the in-game full screen image. Just to have a bit more of a clear design. And I guess you can see the vision. Like just a cozy apartment, which is pretty much very well fitting to me. I love it quite a lot. And that being said, there's not much else I really have to do. That Gorgon got money. More than I, like, I had money. Let's say I had money. No, it was totally fine, honestly. I'm definitely happy with all the results. And in general, we've gotten through most of it, actually. But I'm kind of surprised myself. So is there anything you still want to know about me? Anything that concerns you? We're not done yet. You get yours when we're done. Is the shirt removal? Not yet. And I love you, random citizen. Thank you very much. I do love myself quite a lot as well. But in all seriousness, if the video did not bring it across, God, I'm so done with my brain at the moment. If the point wasn't clear already, I really appreciate you guys being here and supporting me that much. All the way until this very point that we're at now. It's honestly, it's quite insane. Change out the backbone of the stream. That's totally fine. The titties will be free. I mean, as free as it can be. For Twitch. I'm looking into what I can do, but I think that might be an option in the future. Don't expect it next week. It will take a while. Please let me financially recover. That's the only thing I'm asking, okay? Like, other than that, everything is fine. I got banned for broom booty. If you don't get banned for menus, I'm gonna be mad. That's totally fine for me. Now there's only one more thing to do, which is pretty much celebrate the end of all of this. And I think there's one way to do it. A good way to do it. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure being your host. It really was. It really, really was. I've been a total wreck for the whole day. Not the whole day, that's a lie, actually. But, like, the last half hour was really, really rough. My brain froze. No raccoon. Maybe when I said I want to adopt more pets, the raccoon was part of it. More like whole week? No, you should have heard me the last half hour or so. Trust me. Rest of the week was nothing in comparison. Song without raccoon is illegal. That's fair. That's fair. But don't worry. We will get a raccoon pet. And you will also get all your alerts and redeems back again. But for today, this was about me. We will definitely raid out to someone. If you can transport this vibe, just spam emotes like before. There we go. Demi Bunny is a cutie. She's very entertaining. Only streams twice a week, so if you're quite busy, she might be the right person for you. Please spam her chat with rate messages and whatever. Just show her the appreciation you gave me today, because it was an absolute joy doing this. And even though I fumbled and scuffed my way through some of it, it was definitely probably like quite the best thing that happened today. Well, of course it was the best thing happened today. Duh. Damn. I can't talk. See you probably tomorrow. See you tomorrow, yeah.